So what's happened is I put a video on the internet saying that I'm being treated for a broken foot, and then I've not really posted since then. So all my friends and family from back home are asking, are you okay? You can watch my last video where I went to A&E. I'll put a card on the screen now so you can click there, and then you can come back to this video once you've up to speed. I had to go and see the fracture specialist, which sounds terrifying. So I got on the bus and the people parted like the Red Sea, letting the guy with the crutches on, which was very nice, but very strange for me being normally able-bodied. And then I had to change buses, so I got on my second bus. And then eventually we got to the hospital where I tried to vlog.
How am I meant to... Yeah, I can't hold this and walk at the same time, but here we are.
So I went down the road to the fracture specialist where they apparently don't get quite as much funding, and of all places they have the oldest wooden manual door in the room where literally everyone is on crutches. It's the one door that I encountered in that hospital where it's manual and you have to actually push it yourself. Finally, I get told I'm gonna have the cast removed.
It's coming off. It's coming off at last. Yes.
So he cuts the cast off and my leg feels sweet, sweet air for the first time in a week. I'm looking at the foot and I'm like, oh gosh, it's not looking good. Just a warning, I'm gonna post a gross picture of my foot right now. And you can see that it's a little bit purple. I was like, oh god, I'm dying of gangrene, what's happened? So he has a poke around the injury, literally just on the foot. He's looking at my A&E notes and he says, what's happened here is A&E couldn't tell you what had happened to your foot because they x-rayed your foot and you've clearly got an ankle injury. They x-rayed the wrong part of your body, basically. He literally looks at me and says, stand up then. Absolutely fine. And I'm like, this dude's Jesus. He's just poking around, he's like, stand up. Oh my god, my foot's fine. To itch it.
Feels so good to scratch it.
To itch it after a week of not feeling anything in this leg. Ah, sweet release. And he literally said, put your shoe on and go. Leave. His advice was to walk it off. And when I've told people this story in person, they've said to me, oh, you must be so annoyed, you must be so frustrated. In some ways, I'm kind of glad that it happened. I mean, firstly, it was no one's fault. Everyone gave me the best advice from their perspective, from their knowledge. The trampoline park told me to go to A&E, which is very, very fair because I couldn't walk at the time. A&E, they're not foot specialists. They literally have to solve everything that's thrown at them. A lot of stuff that could happen to this. They're not specialists on the very specific injury that happened to me. They x-rayed the wrong bit. Is it their fault? No, they did the best that they could. I'm grateful for that. There's no one to blame here. Everyone did their best. Everyone did what they thought was right. No one had malicious intent. There's nowhere to place blame if no one had bad intentions. But also, the other thing that doesn't bother me is the fact that I'd spent a week at home in bed. I mean, people have said to me, oh, you must be glad to have got the free week off work. I left the hospital and I got on the bus and went straight to work. I was in these sweatpants and I rocked up at my office like, guys, excuse the sweaters, but I was in hospital 20 minutes ago, don't mind me. I was sat there itching to go back. Before the ankle injury happened, I was so caught up in everything that I wanted to do, everything I wanted to get done in a day, and being completely out of action for a week has made me realise that the little things that I do get done, the little victories, each training session, each time I even go to the shop, like not being able to do those things has given me a new perspective. Even though this sounds ridiculous because I was out of action for 1 week, but it's given me a new appreciation for the little things that I can do in my day-to-day life. I don't really know if that makes sense to anyone other than me. From the moment I left the hospital...
We did it! Look at this! Can't get over it!
Like, just being able to walk and cross the road was like, oh my god, this is so exciting, this is amazing. It turns out it was just a really badly sprained ankle that had turned my foot purple. Apparently within another month or so of just regularly using it, just walking it and being active, it will just heal and it will just be fine again. I would say I'm about 70% capacity. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you again to everyone who's been concerned and was asking me about the foot. And I'll see you in the next video.